What is up, all? Elm Street Warrior here with another video, and today I am going to be reviewing a franchise from the 90s that just totally defined the slasher genre, and that is no other than Scream. First of all, let me just start off by saying, one of my favorite franchises as a kid. You know, I watched these movies so much as a kid that I absolutely burned myself out with them, but I burned myself out with them in a good way. Definitely some fun, and definitely just a huge, huge part of my childhood that I really enjoyed. I actually dressed up as Ghostface 3 times for Halloween, so that was how much I loved these films. Before I get started with ranking the franchise, I want to briefly give my thoughts on the new film. First of all, let me just start off by saying I really, really enjoyed it, and I originally had low expectations for this film, but I actually ended up enjoying it. I feel like the cast did an amazing job. Especially the character of Mindy, absolutely loved her. Sydney, Gale, and Dewey, it was great seeing them back on the screen. They did great as well. This new cast of characters did great as well. And that's all I really want to say about it, because I don't really want to get into spoilers or anything like that for anyone that has not seen it. I definitely recommend for anyone that has not gone and seen it yet, please go see it, because I myself really enjoyed it. I really had low expectations for this film, and I must say I came out leaving the theater really happy. I really feel like Wes Craven would indeed be proud of this new entry. With that being said, let's get into ranking in the franchise. First up, let's go with Scream. First of all, this movie is just perfect. There is not a single flaw I think I have with this film. Just an all-around great cast, an all-around amazing final girl being Neve Campbell, who plays Sidney Prescott. Just amazing, even down to the killers, Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard absolutely understood the assignment. And yeah, just a perfect film by Wes Craven. You know, I remember watching this on Stars on Demand as a kid so much that, again, I wore myself out with it. But an amazing film. I just love everything about it. If I had to give a favorite death in the movie, it probably would be the infamous garage scene. That would be Tatum's death. Absolutely ruled. Just an amazing movie. Even has an iconic opening with Drew Barrymore. Just everything about Scream, just perfect in a whole. Next up, you have Scream 3. You know, I know a lot of people do not like this Scream, but I don't know. There is something about this Scream that absolutely worked for me. I don't know what it is, but it just really worked. I thought it was a lot of fun. You know, granted, this movie is a lot different from the first and second one because its tone is more campy-ish. But with that being said, I really enjoyed this one. I had no problems with it. I felt like the story kind of wrapped all around together. You know, I didn't mind the Ghostface killer in this one. I thought he or she was pretty decent. You know, I know, again, people really don't like this one and kind of rip on it a lot. But again, I really enjoyed the campiness of this film. I thought the characters were a lot of fun. The kills are kind of solid. There's nothing really outstanding in terms of kills with this one. They're kind of just standard. But with that being said, I really enjoyed this Scream still a lot. I know it's not the most liked in the franchise, but I really, really enjoyed it for what it was. Next up, Scream 2. And you know, this Ghostface or Scream is really, really special to me because this one has one of my favorite Ghostface killers ever. I'm not going to say who he or she is, but I really, really must say they are one of my favorite people to portray Ghostface. I felt like they were the most dangerous in my opinion, but otherwise, this is a solid sequel. You know, again, an amazing cast. You know, a lot of people like the opening to the first film, and I do too, but I must say, I actually preferred the opening to this film more with them inside the movie theater getting killed. I thought that was something that was really, really cool and something that was kind of different. And I don't know, I just really like this one. This one is kind of sad because a beloved character that survives the first one kind of dies in this one. And it's unfortunate, not going to say who it is, but just an amazing sequel. You know, I know a lot of people are going to be like, how do you like this one more than 3? I like them all for the most part. There is only one in this franchise, movie to be exact, that I do not like. But with that being said, this film absolutely ranks at least third for me because I do put Scream 5 behind Scream 3. But with that being said, I do like this one a lot as well. There are some parts that can kind of drag on with it, but I did enjoy this for the most part. If I had to give a favorite death with this one, it would specifically be Cece, the girl who gets thrown off the balcony. I love that whole sequence. That whole chase scene was just perfect. And it's honestly, you know, it's not even just my favorite death in the movie. It's probably my favorite kill in the franchise overall. So, yeah, just a fun sequel and picks up immediately, really pretty much where the first one left off. Next up, you have my least favorite Scream film, and I don't know why, but I just don't like this one. And this is one that pretty much everyone kind of feels, and I'm just kind of like, no for me. I felt like the killer's motives was weak. I felt like this one had probably one of the weakest Ghostface persons that there was. That was just my opinion. And that is no other than Scream 4. I don't know why, guys. I just really didn't care for this one. I felt like it's the weakest in the franchise. You know, I didn't like the killer's motives in this one. I felt like it wasn't the strongest. It was really weak. This one had a weak ghost face, if you ask me. The only thing that I really dug about this film is there is a kill scene in it that is over-the-top brutal that really was not kind of seen in the Scream franchise before that. But other than that, I feel like this one really just didn't do it for me. You know, Sydney, of course, Nev Campbell, and Courtney Cox, and David Arquette, they do an awesome job in this film as usual, but I feel like that was pretty much it for me. I felt like the rest of the characters were kind of annoying in my opinion, and yeah, it just didn't do it for me. I don't know. I'm sorry. You know, I tried rewatching it again, and I pretty much felt the same about it as I did 10 years ago, so yeah, it just didn't do it for me. But that's all I really want to say about the Scream franchise. Like I said again, please go watch the new one because I really enjoyed it. If I had to rank it, I would definitely put it behind 3. It's not that I didn't like it, but I really have a soft spot for 3, and it just is what it is. But with that being said, I absolutely love the new film. Just amazing. Please go check it out. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I'm Elm Street Warrior. Until next time. And also, shout out to Cavity Colors for this amazing Ghostface shirt. Please like and subscribe, and that's all I want to say. Thank you, guys.